G'day legends, welcome back to Mikey Talk. Today we have episode 28 and it's another travel special episode. This time we are in the glorious downtown Detroit. I've been here for the last 4 days and I had quite high expectations coming into this city just because of my own biased preferences, but happy to say it has absolutely exceeded them, blown them away. The city is an underrated gem, I think. I know when we're telling everyone about our trip and all the places we're going, every single person is like, why are you going to Detroit? You're going to get killed there. You're going to get mugged. People were not able to understand why we wanted to come here. And then after being here for the last 4 days, it's just a beautiful city. We got in, stayed in about in the suburbs for the first 2 nights at a hostel. It's like coming into just ending winter, so coming into autumn. The trees look beautiful, the suburbs, especially coming from Austin and New Orleans and Vegas, where it's very hectic and chaotic. It was so nice to then just settle into the suburbs and just enjoy it for a little bit. And there's so much to do here. The people are so lovely and welcoming. I feel like everyone that we've met has just been incredible hosts and wanted us to have the best time here. We started off on the Saturday. We went to the Redwings game, which was sick. I'd been to one hockey game before, and even though I don't really follow NHL, it's just such a fun sport to go to. It's fast-paced. The games are kind of similar to soccer though, where goals don't come that often, so when they do, it's fucking sick. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot faster paced. Just seeing them skate around on the ice as well is it's hard not to be impressed by the athletes. I know Heather had heaps of fun as well. That was her highlight from this whole leg was the Red Wing game. So that was sick. And then after that we went to Fox Theatre, which is a really old, I think it was built in 1924, this sick little theatre in Detroit. We saw the Temptations. It's an old school Motown band from many years ago, still going. It was really special to see them perform in that theatre as well. Smokey Robinson comes on for the end for one song, which is you could feel by the energy of the people in the crowd how much of a special moment that was, especially for people of Detroit, both Smokey and the Temptations being from the city and then coming back to do the show together. So we had appreciation for it, but you could definitely feel everyone else there was had another level of how special that night was. And we nearly weren't going to go, so I'm really glad that we ended up buying the tickets to that and jumped on in. And then we had Sunday. So Sunday what did we do on Sunday? We didn't check out of our hotel. Oh no, that was Sunday. I'm getting mixed up. We landed in Detroit on Saturday. So all of that was on Sunday. And then Monday we checked out of the suburbs and moved into a hotel just across the road here. This building here maybe. And then, because Ford Field, where the Detroit Lions play, is a 7-minute walk from here. So we checked in here. Monday was a big day. Monday is Football Monday, prime time, Detroit Lions versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers Monday night. You can't get much bigger than that. So we checked in, and then we walked up to the Eastern Markets, where everyone hangs out before the games, the tailgate, and just drink. And we found a nice little pub. Had some Bloody Marys, maybe one too many. It was 1 p.m., 2 p.m. by this point, and we're getting pretty lit. Met some local guys from Detroit, father and son, Dennis and Austin, and they just, they kind of took us under their wing for the rest of the day. And this is kind of where I was talking about people from Detroit being such amazing hosts and very welcoming and wanting us to be here and have a good time while we're here. Those guys were, I feel definitely a good representation of that. After we finished at the pub, there's all around Eastern Markets, people set up to do the tailgating. Tailgating's where you bring your camper van or your car and your lawn chairs and your speakers and your music and your food and whatever, and just hang out and kick it before the game starts. So the plan was just go there, but the guys that we met, they had tickets to the official tailgating. The tickets are $140 US each, unlimited food and drinks and whatnot, and they really wanted us to come with them. So they just rocked up to the front and said to the person on the door, hey, these two have come all the way from Australia for the game. They don't have tickets to this tailgate. How can we get them a wristband? And no questions asked. It's yep, absolutely, here you go. Gave us some wristbands. let us in, and then so we got to spend the next like 3 or so hours, just having an absolute party in the bullpen, which was sick. And then so things get a little bit blurry after that, but we ended up walking from there down to the game, which is also cool. It's about 15-20 minute walk. And then you walk into the stadium and it's just like, it is unlike anything I've ever seen before. 65,000 people, so not as big as the MCG, but it's just like, it's so loud, and everyone in there is a diehard Lions fan as well. So everyone's just like up and about, and man, I've been following NFL for like 15 years, and I've always like dreamt of going to Ford Field and seeing a game here. So to get down here for Monday Night Football against the Bucks as well was like a very special moment. It's like honestly one of the best experiences of my whole life. And they came away with a win. And I thought it was going to be a shootout. We were missing a few players on defense, so I thought we were going to struggle there. But the boys came in, the D held strong, and actually won us the game. Nothing more to say about that except for like how much of an incredible night it was. I had so much fun. The hardest part was leaving. Like I really didn't want to leave. I want to do this every week, which is not possible. So I just need to find out a way now how I can make this happen as many times as I can, because it was just incredible. And then yesterday was our last day here. We went to the Henry Ford Museum, had Chipotle burritos for breakfast, and then headed to the Henry Ford Museum and spent like 5 hours there. Fucking sick museum. There was so much more there than I thought there was. There was the old cars, old furniture, old planes, old trains, old tractors. Like, it was just, it was endless. They ended up having to kick us out because we stayed longer than closed, and we still weren't ready to finish. But it was a really nice way to just to finish off the league here in Detroit, and then went home, had some Five Guys for dinner, and watched some Channel 5 news on TV. And that was it. That was the Detroit leg. So this has been my favourite leg of the trip so far. I think I knew it was going to be, but I'm glad that I had high expectations that they were able to have been met. And just about to call an Uber now, head to the airport and head to New York City for our last 12 days. So we're going to do about like half of that in New York City and then half of that in Brooklyn. So it's been a great trip so far. I don't want it to end. I'm also really looking forward to New York and to catch up with some old friends there as well. So we'll see what happens. But Detroit, you are an amazing city. Thank you so much for being so welcoming to us and showing us the best time. Very special spot and an underrated city. I think it gets a bad rap when it probably shouldn't, and I think if anyone else does come here, you'll probably feel the same way about how special this place is. So love you, Detroit, and I'll see you next time.